Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and
Good morning and welcome to the MyTarot Morning Reflection Daily Inventory. Good morning, Vicky. What's that? Oh, 7. Oh, sorry about that. Yep. 6 o'clock. Good morning, Holly. So, I hope everybody is having that, of course, amazing day. I'll tell you what, I came in here again. So, I bought this new camera. And I'm trying to up my equipment a little bit. But I tell you what, ever since that, this software that I'm using, oh my gosh, nothing but problems. I come in this morning and there's no camera working on the software. So what is the universe saying to me? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, we'll see. Good morning, Maureen. Yes. The allegory of the cave. And the thing that people forget about that is what happens if somebody actually leaves the cave and then tries to come back. And they would be seen as a madman. They'd be seen as a fool. So, what are we doing here? Well, I know that I'm listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. So whatever it is, it's going to remind you, us, together to take that breath. So I always talk about a light switch. I haven't talked about it in a while, but what about that light switch? It's like lighting a candle or ringing a bell that says, oh yeah, let's get my feet flat on the floor. Or do the little kitty dance with my butt in the seat to make sure I'm comfortable. Shoulders relax. Neck relaxed. Yep. That's the sound. That's my light switch. It's just those cards. I was trying to see if I could figure out how many readings I've actually done in a lifetime. It's like, well, I've got it documented through video that I've done over 600 videos. 600 videos, so 600 readings or thereabouts. And how many thousands? It's like, I guess it's pretty impossible to say. But it's such an evolution. It's like anything else when you put your 10,000 hours in. But I wonder what it would be like if I wasn't doing the more, I think it's like an antibiotic. You don't realize something is good for you until you start to feel better, and then you stop because there's no need now that you feel better. And I think that's with whether it's meditation or anything like that. Once we start getting things back together and getting into a groove, it's hard to continue meditating. It's hard to continue exercise because you've reached that goal. But in life, it's not about reaching goals. It's about getting to the next chapter and then moving from there. So let's move on to the next chapter. And what is that next chapter? At least let's see what the next page is, right? So tonight I'm going to be up in Frederick at Soul Aura, doing readings up there and talking with friends if anybody wants to come by and say hi. So I'm going to make our 3 stacks, each one a different thread going to the universe. Each one's like a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different conversation, because this stack is going to lead down one path, this stack is a different path, and this one's got cards that'll lead in a totally different conversation. So for today, let's take that top stack. Let's take that one, and I like to think of that as things that are right in front of us and we don't even see it. So we put on our blinders. I'm going to do our 3 and 1. Take an extra breath. And flip each card over one at a time like they're the pages of a book. And I was just thinking about court cards because I have a class coming up. Conversation with the court cards. It's all about the personalities. So here we have the Queen. Queen is the element of water. And you can see Pamela Coleman Smith put all this clouds behind her, the element of water. It's the clouds there. And the swords are the element of air. So we can see like it's breeze right there. So queens are about empathy, emotions, feeling. They can be like an earth mother. They are the nurturing ones. And then swords. Swords are about facts. Swords are our ideas, our thoughts, and our anxieties. So you take this together, and the Queen wants to hear everything, wants to hear what's going on. I understand that you're feeling this. It's very empathetic, but this is like a teacher. If you think of this as like somebody who's a teacher or a therapist or somebody who yes, they understand all these things like that, but they're still going to be logical. So this is about seeing things clearly. And sometimes I call this the tough love card, because this is the type of person who does. You know that there's somebody that will listen, somebody that gives good advice. You know they care, but you also know that they may tell you what you don't want to, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, which can sometimes cause contention. How dare they tell the truth? Oh man, and she's talking directly to the Eight of Swords. So, again, swords are our thoughts, our ideas, and our anxieties. And eights, one, we're doing the numerology. 1, we plant that seed. 4, we find some stability. 5 is always a challenge. And by the time we get to 8 of Swords, if this is our anxieties, and as if this is the stuff that's holding us back, you know how we get wrapped up in our head, and sometimes we just keep digging, or we can't think of a way out of it. We can't think ourselves out of a wet paper bag. And it's one of those things where the Queen of Swords will tell us, it's like, you're doing this to yourself. If you just stop for a moment, you'll see that whatever you think has got you so wound up, if you just relax, these cords would just fall away. And the blinds would fall away, and you would see that there's an out. But the analogy that I've always liked is that if you take a brick and you hold it right here in front of your face, it looks insurmountable. But if you just take a step back, you'll see it's just a brick, and you can see around it finally. So, and then we have the King of Cups. So, queens are element of air. Queens are element of water. Queens are the element of water. Swords are the element of air. So this is water over air. Kings are the element of air. Cups are the element of water. So this is air over water. So the king has to get things done. He is empathetic. Kings are the ones that will, they need to take care of. And again, it's not male or female. It's masculine energy, feminine energy. This is when we need to apply that masculine energy that says, I need to get something done. You're thinking about the big picture. Queens are going to be thinking more about the individual, because that's emotions and feelings. Where when we have this energy here, it's more about the big picture, making sure we're looking at everything in the kingdom. And again, we still have the element of water here, which means that we have emotions and feelings that we take into consideration. So where the Queen of Swords, she's always going to try and do right. As in, right in the manner that it's like, this is the way it's supposed to be. I've thought it through. This is logical. I hear you. The King of Cups, and I've been told that I'm the King of Cups. The King of Cups is more along the lines of, this is what we need to do. But I hear you, and he'll also, if there's something that's being weighed out, he's going to take more of the emotional side into consideration. He's going to be more empathetic. He's going to lean more to what the feelings are when making that decision. And just like the Queen, where she's got the clouds, Pamela Coleman Smith has the water here. That's roiling a little bit. He's out in the middle of the water as he makes his decision. And there's the fish again from the page. So the page eventually becomes the king. So when we see more than one court card, what does that mean? That can mean multiple people are involved, or it could be aspects of our personality. Court cards can be us, it could be somebody else, or just part of the situation. But you can imagine this, it's like heart over mind. And here's the struggle. And this is why I don't ever say past, present, future, because the universe is going to tell a story. And to me, I'm seeing this story about a struggle of heart over mind. You know, we know what we need to do, but we get so wrapped up in our feelings and emotions and everything else, and it's just our anxieties, and we can't make a choice. This could be two different people giving advice. But let's see what the advice card is. So this is definitely a swords day, because now we have the Six of Swords. So where fives are always a challenge, Four of Swords, we find that mental stability. It's 4 legs on a table, 4 legs on a chair. Then somebody throws a wrench in, that fifth one, and it knocks us off balance. And then finally, we get balance renewed, so that on our scale we can put 3 swords to the left, 3 swords to the right. So we find this balance. We're kind of over the hill, and it's time to move forward. We can see that the ruffles right here in the water again. That we have the ruffles here, but we're moving out to smoother water. So this is a card about looking ahead and movement. Acknowledging where we came from. You know? 1 to 10, so 5's in the middle. It's that struggle to go get over that hill, get over that hill. And when we do, there's that 6. And the 6 is about finding harmony and realizing things can get better after a struggle. So today, and this really reflects again with our environments and what's going on in the world. It's that battle we have between heart and mind. And we get so blinded by all the water and the emotions and the feelings, you know, and everything else that gets us up into our head. And it's hard to just move past. But that's exactly what this card is saying. It's like, this is when we are stuck. We need to acknowledge when we're stuck. We need to have the conversations with the Queen of Swords, who's seeing things, and this is all about the headlines. The Queen of Swords is all about the headlines. The King of Cups is all about how this is going to affect the kingdom. And what are we going to do? We need to take all that together and realize that it's overwhelming. We need to find a way to find that acceptance. Maybe it's a conversation we need to have through meditation between our king and queen inside ourselves. While we're here in the Eight of Swords, maybe it's where we need to put our feet flat, get our butts comfortable, ring a bell, light that candle, but just come to an understanding that says, I can't just live by the headlines. And I can't just, base things on emotions. So what's my balance? So that we can walk through whatever anxieties we may be feeling. So, with that, thank you, Holly. Again, I hope everybody has that amazing day today. If you're here in Maryland, again, I'm going to be in Frederick tonight, Soul Aura. Tomorrow I'm going to be in Hagerstown at Lune. And if you're down here in May, I'm going to be doing a play, Much Ado About Nothing, where I am the musical director. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to be on stage, also playing a part of Balthazar in Much Ado About Nothing. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So with that, take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again.